What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Booze and Booze. We're super excited to be back. It's only been a week. That's 3 in a row for you guys. And I'm going to bring the whole gang in. We don't need an introduction, minus one person because she's always late. We don't need an introduction. You know who we are. This is Booze is Booze. I'm Mike. Welcome, Tori, Steve, and, well, I guess Matt can join.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, there's two now.
What's up, guys? So let's kick today off. What are we guys drinking tonight?
I got a little harpoon going on.
Okay.
No White Claw this week, Steve?
Not fresh out of White Claw.
Son of a bitch. Drank all your wife's White Claws, man.
Oh, Kenna joined. There,
She
you're
is.
fired, Kenna.
Yes, she is.
You're fired.
I got the Moscow Mules tonight,
Hi.
ladies and gentlemen. It's going to
I
get ugly.
forgot my Facebook password and I'm on Eric's laptop and I couldn't get on, so I just had this big ordeal.
And Matt, I got to give you props. You got that fucking mule in a copper cup.
Copper mugs only, bro. It's the only
You're
way
my
to go.
man. You're my
I
man.
have a
right
copper
there.
cup and no Moscow Mule.
Huh?
What are you drinking on, Tory? Coffee?
Yep.
Sipping on some
Yeah.
scissor.
What do you got, Kenna? Apple juice?
Red, white, and boo. Oh, where's the camera?
Hi,
Her name's
Allison. Hi, Shay. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Reenie. Hi, Diane. Hello. I'll take care of that for y'alls.
I got 2 different ones, and I got a Voodoo Ranger. I got a Juicy Haze IPA.
Voodoo Ranger's good shit.
Yeah, that's good.
You guys know how much I love my Sweetwater G13 IPA. This shit is good. I was drinking it earlier when I was shaving my head, and the wife comes in and goes, "Man, the whole bathroom smells like weed." Man, it's the beer.
I know I mentioned to you guys in the group chat earlier, I was like, oh, I'm kind of tired. I'm just going to have the one. And
You
That was a
cannot
lie.
just have one.
Just the one in each hand.
it's
Hi,
only like
Tim.
6 shots of vodka. Don't worry about it.
Hey,
Well,
Ken,
that's
what's up, man?
Making grown-ass decisions.
Hey, there's Tim. What's going on, Tim? Of course, Tim only says, "Well, there's Kenna."
Hi, Emily. Hi,
Yes,
Tasha.
I missed out on all the excitement
Job.
last week.
Yeah, you missed a good week.
You did. I mean, we put some straight-up para-unity out into the world last week.
You know, I felt everyone's heart chakras. Everyone was like,
Well,
Just
because you
frozen.
weren't here, you have to match total donation.
what was the total? So, wait, fill me in. Recap for the people that weren't here last week.
You
Big
got to
money.
match about $600.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Kim.
when y'all go to plan this plane ticket out, let me do the scheduling of the plane ticket. I am so bomb at that stuff.
Well, you have to plan your ticket, too, because you're coming also.
Yeah.
To Vermont, I can't even tell you where on the map. Is that
It's
towards
next to New
Maine?
York.
It's
Next to
like
New York.
California.
Let's not
pointing
compare.
to the
It's,
very top of the
it's
map.
above Massachusetts, a much far better state than New York.
So
Argue,
Maine.
argue, Steve.
I got no argument. I hate New York.
I didn't like every
and
time I visited New York, it wasn't swell. But I also visited New
Listen,
York,
we lived in New York and we've lived in Savannah.
Hey, we got somebody
man,
watching
no.
from the
Not even
UK. Somebody
What's up,
from the
Mohammed?
UK
What's up,
watching.
Russ? Oh, it's Amanda
Nice.
under Scott's. God damn it.
It's Amanda under disguise.
Let's just call her Scott. Let's just call
Listen, Chelsea.
Tim.
Chelsea,
Oh.
you're going to have to show me some good stuff in New York because Steve obviously doesn't because he doesn't invite me out there.
Listen.
Weren't you just in New York?
Was I talking to you, Michael?
That's what I thought, Matthew.
I was in Long Island, and I call it Wrong Island because I didn't really want to be there.
New
Yeah,
York.
that's far from me. That's like over 4 hours from me.
Yeah, I know. It was a ride, but it was worth it for the
Oh yeah, little
the accoutrements.
fresh face piece.
Wrong side.
I mean, I
Oh,
didn't think
dude.
I could get any sexier.
These
I
are the
was wrong.
faces that got me to join tonight. I almost did not join in on this podcast, and I'm so glad I did.
I'm glad you did
Me
too, man. You
too.
need the good vibes and you need that energy, man.
I do. I've been dealing with some personal shit with a residential case I got going on, and whatever's dealing with this girl's really been affecting me the last couple days. And I was down. I was depressed all day. Like, literally, I didn't want to talk to anybody. Like, truthfully, it took me about 4 hours to want to text Rainey back. I was like, I just don't want to fucking talk to anybody today. and we talked, and I started dealing with this residential case, and I realized that's what was affecting me, and I dealt with it. And I came home, took a few deep breaths, and I'm like, we're doing this fucking podcast. Let's do it.
You owe it to the fans, and it does always. Always raises the spirits.
That's the thing about paranormal is you never, ever, ever let it beat you. And that's what it tried to do today. And I overcome it, and I'm ready to do this. So what do we got going on today, guys?
Well, Russ says that he's still waiting for his board. So that's Matt, Russ, and John all expecting boards from me. And Mike, I guess. So you guys are all expecting boards. I will say I did just buy a board
Hi, Tasha.
yesterday that I already have. It's a set that I already have. So that one will be available soon.
Oh, Steve, always trying to sell some shit.
It's got a wooden planchette. It's a nice set.
I mean, I think you should just give it to me for being your friend. That's usually how friendship works.
Or he could just give it to me for letting him be on the second documentary.
I mean, I don't know who got you guys in that spot, but they were pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck you.
Oh, for Christ's sakes. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I'm sorry, I've been working on accents because half of these people are around the world, and I've been trying to work on it. And I'm really not doing a good job. And I'll hear about it later, but whatever.
Matt, you got to say car keys for Amanda.
Khakis.
Who said it? Who's asking?
Nobody did. I just remembered it from last night.
Khakis.
Khakis.
See, everybody giggled.
Yeah, see, Deanna says hashtag more boards. If you guys want to mooch boards off people, Deanna's got about 50-something boards too, and she's got some rare stuff in her collection. She's got a pretty cool collection.
Oh, well. Oh, that's right. She's a member of our secret society.
Yeah, she is.
You know what's funny is I don't care about the boards. I want the mirrors. I
want all the
mirrors.
Aaron, I wasn't trying for Scottish. That's bullshit. Chelsea, you call me terrible again. You're terrible.
I'm actually going to have a custom mirror made for myself here soon, and it's going to be fucking expensive, but I'm excited to have my own custom scrying mirror.
Wales, UK. Oh, man, we all over the world. Where's the Japanese people? What day is it in Japan?
I mean, I don't know.
Why are we not reaching the Japanese audience? That's what I need to know.
We got to work on that.
This is ridiculous. I
can't
don't know.
answer that.
Oh,
RIP Child was number 3 on Sci-Fi Asia. They were airing in UK. We aired in Australia, Canada. We aired in 16 countries, just not the US. So if y'all are in Asia, y'all check me out.
Where's the Asian persuasion?
Russ and Matt are going to be in Salem on Saturday?
Maybe.
Come on now. See, you yelled at me for not inviting you. Where was that invite?
I'm just next to the Homestead invite from you.
What are you going up to Salem for?
I'm going up to Salem. I'm going to meet up with a bunch of the creeps that we hang out with that we're going to go to Gettysburg where it got canceled. And we're going to go have a good-ass time in Salem and tear it up, do some day drinking, and see where the day takes us. I'll probably go live all day because I'm obnoxious like that.
You're going to go to the museum?
I don't know if we'll go to the museum or not. I might. Have they? So I went in like October, November. Have they added anything to it?
Last time I was there in January, I know they've been posting. They got a few new things. I don't think anything too crazy, but we were there in January. We helped them carry in a new display case, so they might have added more stuff to that now that it's in there. So,
gotcha. Hi, Ghost Sisters. Hi, Mandy.
But this is aimed towards you.
What's up,
Hey,
brother?
Steve, I got a question for you.
yeah.
Somebody asked me the other day if you only collect like old vintage boards or if you like
Hi, Mandy. Love Ghost
like
Sisters. What you
handmade
guys do
ones.
is
You know what I
great.
mean? Like custom made ones, I guess.
Yeah. I don't have any like custom handmade ones right now. But I would. The only thing like I have handmade is like this metal planchette that's like a door hanger thing. It's huge. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I would. I know there's certain people that only collect like homemade boards from like older homemade boards. That's like all they're focusing on because they like those because there's only one of them and they're one of a kind of thing.
I will remind you, Chelsea.
It was just a question I had the other day.
Hi, Heather.
I think this message is towards you, Matt.
Oh, hey, girl. Hey.
It's not a question.
Yeah, you know what I meant.
It's
Oh, Mark's in here too. So Mark and Deanna are a couple friends of ours from out near Chicago. They collect boards. They're investigators. They collect like the planchettes. He just may have went home when he was here. He may have gone back to Chicago with a wheelchair from my house because I ran out of room. They got all kinds of cool stuff. Their collection's pretty awesome.
Sweet. That's a lot of Ouija boards you got back there.
There's a couple. Yeah, there's a couple.
Did you
That
just
one,
notice this, Tori?
No. I've
4
noticed them
weeks
for a long
later,
time.
she just realized the Ouija board, Steve.
I'll look into
No,
that for
I
you,
mentioned
Deanna.
them before. I
Put
asked
them in
him
the
a
will.
question about it. That dark blue one, I think, is to your left. That one's
Kevin,
Yeah,
I
wait,
feel
I've
like-
never seen that blue one
I feel
before.
like
I
Kevin
know.
is deep
That
in
one,
thought.
that's been up there every time. Maybe it was just blocked.
Oh yeah, I'm
You
like,
usually have a different angle.
Yeah. So that's
cool.
a cool board. That one I got. It was from, I got it in Florida. Well, I bought it from a person in Florida. A couple years ago now. I won't tell Matt how much I got it for, or John, because they hate when I get good deals. So does Mark and Deanna. They hate all
No, I don't hate when you get good deals. I just hate that you bogart all the good deals and leave the rest of us to squander in the
you
wind.
hit all the fucking antique stores and flea markets.
that one. Okay, so that one with shipping from Florida was like $40.
That's great.
Wow.
They're out there. You got to just look. They're out there.
That's fine. That's fine. When I go over to Europe and all that, I'm not gonna tell you shit, Steve.
dude,
That
y'all are
would-
ready to plan a badass trip to Europe. I am planning this trip, and I'm gonna take y'all. Yes, I am, and I can plan it cheap, and I can take you to a When I went to Europe last year, I wasn't even trying to do haunted stuff. Didn't I tell y'all about this dude?
You told me.
I was on the food tour.
I don't remember it. Anyway.
I
Okay.
think you told me when we were down in Tennessee.
Oh, I was like, when we were in Tennessee, Old South, yeah.
It was that memorable for you?
Yeah, she just forgot.
Oh
Yeah.
my life, God damn it!
Okay,
Allison's
Allison wants
asking.
to know, how many do you have?
Oh,
He lost count.
70 something, somewhere in that range.
And an embalming table.
Yeah, that's over there.
Speaking of, how much do you want for that embalming table, including shipping?
And shipping's going to cost more than I'd charge you to buy it.
I know, right?
Come pick it up.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm open to
That's
getting
a sour strawberry. Oh my god.
We're going back to Vermont here soon. I'll drive the truck.
Aaron, I'm gonna come to Europe. Don't worry about that.
It's up for sale. if
Thank you for
anybody wants.
sharing, guys.
You DM me a price.
I gotta see if that
I
one's
know
still
you
available
tried-
at the
I know
antique
you
shop
wanted
near
to
me.
sell
then.
it to me a little bit ago.
This one it doesn't have a base,
Here
so
goes.
it's just the table itself. So it's just like the top.
It just hangs on the wall.
It's leaned up against the wall right now. It's like I don't even know if I can show you it.
Like a 6
Oh my
foot.
gosh,
uh,
sour? What?
That would make a great bar
top.
top.
I need that in my life.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to get my wife to make it into the coffee table in the living room, but she didn't buy it. So
That'd be a giant coffee table.
it would.
Is your wife into all of the haunted stuff as well?
Yeah, I mean, she used to go on a lot of the investigations with us, but she likes her sleep quite a bit, so she doesn't necessarily stay up as late anymore. She does more behind the scenes stuff, like organizing things, because I'm terrible at that. So she helps organize all like the trips and
Does
like.
she read your messages? Because you're terrible at that.
Oh, I'm so bad. Yes, I need an assistant to read my messages. No, she just keeps everything organized because I suck at it.
I don't
No.
need a dad.
He'd
Oh,
never be
I
allowed
mean-
to chat again.
Who's going to bed?
Hi, I'm
This is my
his
chair.
dad.
Yes, Steve's got quite the collection of Ouija boards. He's got us all beat.
Listen, my collection is like super, super small compared to a lot of people I know. Like
And I don't want any in my house,
Or the
and
size
I don't
competition.
need yours either.
I'm minuscule over here.
Hi, Amanda's dad.
Personal problems, bro.
As soon as I said it, I was like, "That's
Yeah.
not something I should say." In
You,
this
you
chat.
should know in this room you don't start talking like that.
It's like as I was saying it, I was like, "This is not going to go well."
It's like, come back.
We're not right.
Oh, we started off real wrong today. I'm partly to blame, and I know that, and I'm
That
sorry.
100, like I just missed like 100 and something messages. I come back and I'm like,
Like nothing ever changes there.
Hey, listen, I'm not as bad as Kenna. Kenna's in there once a month.
I don't know.
right?
If I need to get a hold of Kenna, I will get a hold of Kenna. You forget about it.
Like Kenna will reply to something you said like 3 weeks ago, and you're like, when the fuck did I say this?
No.
I love those though, because it'll be like blocked out and like this paragraph's about 3 weeks ago, and the next paragraph's about that one, and you can actually follow up. It's very thoughtful.
It's just like, oh, sorry, I'm just catching up, guys. I haven't been in here since May.
I gave up trying to catch up with y'all. Sometimes I'm just like, give me
Hi,
the.
Jen. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for
Because
sharing.
a lot of it's just Matt and Tori bullshitting. That's just
know,
like
right?
the majority of it. They're talking about what type of grilled cheese they had for lunch, and they're talking about
It's more like Tori's perverted mind.
they're talking about shoving hot dogs in people's mouth, and it's just like let's like
Hey,
catch
that
up.
was
Give away the
personal.
trade secrets.
That was personal.
That was funny. It was funny.
See, look, Amanda says she's just like me, has a lot of old messages. I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, but
I-
Amanda will also answer me within a reasonable amount of time. You are the worst.
I'm bad. I am.
Yeah.
I'm very bad.
But we still love you, Steve.
Well, I appreciate that. See,
You're an all right guy. I will say
Yes.
that.
No, it's just not all of us are as in tune to our social media as Matt is.
I'm pretty into it. And we run.
I was trying to help you out.
I know I'm bad. I'm bad because like we run a digital marketing business, so like I know how important.
You should not be saying that, bro. Your wife runs it.
Listen, oh yeah, she runs it mostly. She answers all the
Yeah.
I'm pretty much just there to help.
Well, you see, I would be more in tune with my social media too if all I got were boobs sent to me all day.
Matt.
I have no idea.
Matt is thirsty.
I don't think Matt's the thirsty one.
No, Matt was just drinking his Moscow Mule.
Yeah, he was thirsty.
This isn't about getting me in trouble. All right. This is about booze and booze.
And just to be
not
clear,
food.
Kenna and I have nothing to do with Matt's
Messages.
pictures.
It's me and Mike. It's mostly me.
Let me clarify that.
Yeah, okay, ladies, keep telling yourselves that.
No, Matt is older than me, but Matt is like my little brother. Like literally, Matt is like the little kid that I like rub his head, and I'm like, don't fucking do that. I'm his little.
I remember when my wife was my best friend too.
Whoa.
No, Matt and I, we bicker.
Woo! She can't get words out.
Kenna keeps me in mind.
They're both blessed.
You guys should all thank Kenna
They're
because if
blessed.
without Kenna, I would be a freaking disaster right now.
You're welcome.
We love Kenna.
Oh wait, Kenna's got some new stuff coming soon, don't you? You were telling us about that today.
Yes, I am about to sell some awesome crystals. I was trying to see if I have any sitting. Oh, look.
Chelsea,
Matt,
yeah,
you're
it'll take you about
good.
4 hours.
Look. I forgot to send y'all home with these. This was your I can't do it with the camera. Where is
I can see it.
We
Where's
see
the
it.
camera?
Oh,
To the left, right?
there we go.
Oh, look at that. Look how beautiful this is. Where the
Is that blue?
No, it's silver. See?
Hi, Lisa.
That
No
is pretty.
stone. Yeah, I forgot to send you yours and Sarah's home with y'all.
Well, I guess we'll have to get him in Savannah, won't we?
Savannah, yep. It's going down. I always give people with crystals. I'm obsessed. And I accidentally just
Hi, Michelle. Thank you, Amanda. I love you too. You're the best.
Oh, is Amanda?
I
Is that
couldn't
why
go
you,
to
is that why you
the other
don't
night,
message
or-
me anymore? She doesn't care about me.
What were you saying, Kenna?
last night
why?
and I bought a ton more crystals. So now I have even more to sell. But yeah, I'm about to start selling my crystals. And I'm putting up the Haunted Savannah Paracon about to go back up for sale. I mean, tickets are.
Yep.
Yep.
I wonder if we can have some good people at that.
I'm finalizing. I
Listen,
know. I wonder who's gonna.
even
Who's
if I have to sneak in, I'm coming.
Now, you have to pay full price.
That's fine. I'll sell you guys.
No, if y'all make y'all's way down to Savannah, you'll get in for free. I'm not. That's like a booze and booze. Y'all come to Savannah and the Paracon is.
You don't got to convince me to go to Savannah. I'll leave right now. I'll pack up and go right now.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait. I'm excited because 2020 feels like a big flub, but
It does.
2021, like February, right there, that's where it'll start. It'll be like late 60s, early like 70 degrees, so it'll be like nice and cool.
Mhm.
And then that's right before all the other events are planned. So it kind of is just like a nice way to start the year. We're going to be doing Moon River, an investigation at Moon River. I think we've got some plans that might be live streamed. And then the Davenport House and the Sorrel Weed House is, oh gosh, that's my favorite.
What's the
Haunted
dates
House.
on that?
February 26th through the 28th. 2021. Yep, Haunted Savannah Paracon. Wait, why are you shaking your head?
Me? I'm shaking my head because I miss living walking distance from all these places.
Oh, I thought you were about to say you couldn't come, and I'm like,
Oh no, I used to
everybody
walk.
listening has ample time to get a ticket and make your way there. We'll be COVID friendly, and the VIP is with a little haunted guy. So in the beer cellar of the Moon River Brewery used to be a yellow fever hospital and then a hotel, but there's a man downstairs that's known to like pinch butts and people. So I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do our VIP there. So we're gonna do VIP with the ghost, and it's like a 2-hour meet and greet with all the celebs that are gonna be there. Oh, I was about to announce my lineup again, but I gotta wait.
We were ghost tour guys when we lived there, so like we walked to these places every night. That was our life when we lived there. We were at all these places every night.
So do you know of a place
Thanks, Drew.
in Savannah that you know? Do you know of the bank that there was a murder at?
I got to answer this question real quick. This guy that joined, his name's Stephen Todd. Him and I, we are in like this, I don't know how to describe it, group.
Domestic partnership.
But you fuck off, man. But Steven, just to let you know, we are paranormal investigators. These discussions are based upon us drinking whatever we feel like, having a good time, and talking paranormal. But I've been following a lot lately, like I said earlier in today's chat, the whole political shit going on with pedophile sex ring and all that. But I'm not going to bring that up on this chat. This is all paranormal. If you're not about paranormal and you want to bring politics into this, get out.
No politics.
No politics.
Ghosts, then of course we want to talk about ghosts and paranormal and booze.
And we got eggplants in the chat.
Yeah, Bob's and Vagines also.
What'd you say?
Amanda threw out the eggplants first.
Yep, she did.
Matt wants the Bobs in his
Bob's and Vagine.
My phone's been going off since we sat down for this podcast. I will not look at it.
Yeah, Steven, this is all paranormal.
Well, at least you don't have your glasses on, Matt.
Steven,
I can
we
see
are all
the comments
paranormal
way clearer on
investigators.
Hey, Travis.
Oh, yeah, you should come to Savannah. Everybody needs to load up and come to Savannah for the Haunted Savannah Paracon. It is like the most haunted city in the country. It is my favorite. My cheek's so red. It's my favorite. It's this Moscato. I don't ever drink. The last time I drank was July the 4th, and I got fried. I got sunburned. But
yes, Steven is new to the group. Like I said, we met in a political chat. Steven, we are all paranormal investigators from different parts of the U.S. I'm in Ohio. Tori's in Kansas. Steve is in New York. Matt is in
Maine.
Don't fucking care.
No,
Kenna is in
Massachusetts.
Georgia.
She says Maine.
NASA. Y'all say that word?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
He's in Boston.
Just say
Boston,
Maine.
bro.
Just say Maine.
Maine.
That's the south of Boston.
I get the two of them mixed up. I recanted my statement.
Good Lord. I am.
But yeah, we are all paranormal investigators, and this podcast is about talking about not necessarily experiences, but friends from different locations, just hanging out, having a good time, and talking about what's been going on. That's what this is about. So,
Can we dig it?
We're trying to do some really good stuff too. Besides being goofballs and having a good time, messing around, riffing on each other, we're actually doing this stuff so that we can help other things along, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But
we got a lot.
You just walking into the room, you're like, these guys are a bunch of jackoffs. We are, but we have purpose.
You're not far from wrong. Not far from wrong, my friend.
Organized chaos.
You would love Kenna Allison. She's good people.
I'm in Ohio too, Indiana. Ohio, yeah, I was supposed to be in Ohio last weekend, but we're not allowed to go anywhere out of New York right now. We're
The Wuhan gotcha.
Yeah, we're locked in.
We're always down for new friends.
There's 31
states
that we can't go to.
This is the world's smallest violin I'm playing for you, Steve.
Listen, now I just got to go out. I'm going out to.
You can still come to Massachusetts, bro.
I can. I'm going to Madison, August 15th, Fairfield, August 22nd, hopefully, depending on the Rona. But yeah, that was all supposed to be this month.
Steve, if you come to Ohio and you get locked out for 2 weeks, fucking bring your wife, come party with us.
Party. True.
No masks recommended in my house.
Did y'all hear my dog?
I did.
Chelsea, you're in New York. Massachusetts borders are open too.
And your Mass isn't. I don't think Mass is on. They're not on the list, right? Like you guys can come here. I think
we are.
You are on the list.
No, we're good. We're the best state in this whole entire union. So let's.
Yeah, you guys are safe. Sorry, Ken.
Nobody gives a fuck about
Georgia. We can't go to Georgia right now.
Says
I
the
think
guy from
Kansas is
Ohio.
on everybody's list.
I can tell you what. If Tom Brady was still on the Patriots, you guys would be locked down for the next year.
Bro, we got Cam Newton. It doesn't even matter. We're gonna win a Super Bowl now.
Because Tom Brady is no longer on the Patriots, nobody gives a fuck.
What do you vote for? You root for the Cleveland shit stains? I mean, come on.
No, I'm a Patriots fan, man.
All right, then. For crying out loud, what are we doing here?
I'm just giving you shit.
God damn it, Cam Newton's going to carry the team to a bowl anyways.
Nah. We're about to see who the real brain behind that team was, Brady or Belichick.
Not that gangly-ass Brady. I'll tell you, he's going to take his first snap. He's going to have his legs broken, and Gronk's going to snap his stupid back partying somewhere on a boat.
I'm not going to lie. I was never a Brady fan. I was a fucking New England. I was a New England fan when Mike Vrabel left Pittsburgh.
Okay.
That's when I became a Boston fan. Mike Vrabel's mom was my middle school principal. He is from Akron, Ohio.
He was good, Peoples.
Mike Vrabel, fuck yeah, dude. Is he still the fucking head coach of the Chiefs?
Tennessee,
that's right. Wow, I'm fucking terrible. Okay, next topic.
Hey, Kenneth thought Matt was from Maine, so you're not that far. I mean,
Did not think it. Yeah, wait.
It's ridiculous.
Wait.
Ken is getting all kinds of new fangirls over here, too.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't take Matt's fan base. Matt would cry.
I'm not even saying a word. I'm just going to not say a word.
He's all the way up there in Maine, so.
Ted already floated to Maine.
How many Ouija boards? I have like 70-something boards at this point.
I played with so do you feel like when you use a Ouija board, do you feel like it is necessary to open and close it? Just in your opinion? I mean, everyone's allowed an opinion.
That'd be crazy, but at least do it properly.
So, like, I think I had never used them until we filmed Madhouse, and Alex Bobulinski was like, "Hey, I brought a Ouija board. Like, let's use it." And we started using it. But to me, they're not any different than any other piece of equipment. Like, you're asking, a spirit to manipulate any other piece of equipment that you have in there, whether it's a Melmeter, a K2, or a voice recorder. This is just a piece of wood with the alphabet on it. I mean, I don't know. I don't buy into the whole, like,
I agree,
being negative and demonic and everything like that. I think it's just another tool to use.
So I feel like I might disagree just because of an experience, or not necessarily disagree, but see it from another perspective also. So on the show that I was on RIP, we were like, all of my witchy friends said, make sure you open it specifically, set your intentions, open it, make sure that you close it because you're setting your intentions that you want all communication closed and stuff like that. So the last time that I was in DC, Baltimore area with Janet from the psychic medium from our show, we always do a Ouija board. Man, her house is so haunted. So I don't like spending the night. I don't want to sleep. I just have this fear that I'm like sleeping on someone's couch or in a bed and there's like something hovering over me, like shoving its fingers up my nose or just I don't like sleeping in haunted places.
It might not be a finger in the nose.
I know, but her house is so haunted. Like, there's Native Americans in her yard. There's a Union soldier that's in her house. We have seen so many different things, y'all. One day, this is the stuff that happens to me. So she works in Shepherdstown. She runs the ghost tour guide there in Shepherdstown. And if y'all know where Shepherdstown is, y'all need to take this tour. This is such a good ghost tour. But anyways, so I'm at her house and I was using the bathroom. And so minding my own business, sitting on the toilet. She has her door to go out has a coat hanger, and it has like a hook, and there's a coat hanger on it. And sitting there, something punched that door so hard. The coat hanger went, woo, woo. It flung around. I was so damn scared. I jumped up off the toilet and ran out, opened the door with my pants at my ankles, screaming for Janet to come get me. Because I was so scared of this. I think it's her brother. Her brothers came through several times and mentioned my name, but he thinks I'm funny and that I'm good for her. So I think, like, oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know where I got talking about that, but there's a
creeping around in the background.
Jean. Emma, I gotta say hi to you. I know you said hi to me last night during Matt's.
What were we just talking about?
We were talking about Ouija boards and if you have to close them.
That's where we're going.
And then we ended up with you running out of the bathroom with your pants down.
Yeah.
So that night we did the Ouija board. Well, no, not this night. The next time I was up there, we pulled the Ouija board out. We tried to talk to her brother, talked to a couple people. And we kept getting like a lot of knocks in the house, a lot of shadows, a lot of movement, a lot of people feeling like we were being touched. And then she went to bed and I was like, oh shit, I'm scared. I don't want to be by myself. And so I was like laying on her couch and the TV was off and I could not go to sleep. And all, like I saw this shadow, all this activity was going on all around me. I could feel someone standing up on me. There was knocks. There was
Fuck
footsteps.
off, Matt.
It's like way more active than ever. And I kept like picturing the Ouija board in my head. And then I realized that we didn't close the Ouija board. We just left the stuff and got up. So the next morning I was like, I felt kind of panicky. So we went in there and did it and everything quit. So I don't know necessarily, but for me, setting the intentions is really important because I'm bad about leaving stuff open and not protecting myself. So
that's like
I gotta say, and it's truthfully, I feel like the paranormal can be a lot like, you know, living your everyday life. To me, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy to a certain extent. You know, you feel like you got to open a portal and close a portal to make yourself feel safe. But unfortunately, those portals are never going to close. You know, when we did our Get Rich or Scry Trying event last week.
The blockbuster event of the summer.
Every time I use a mirror, I always open it and I always close it. Doesn't matter how many times I close that mirror, it is still a portal for an entity or an energy to still come through no matter what.
Yeah. I mean,
so sorry. Well, like the 7 or 8 times that I've been to her house, it was never this active until we got the Ouija board out and didn't close it. We've had the Ouija board before in the house. We've always closed it, but for some reason, and I just kept getting the vision of the Ouija board in my head, so I felt like it was connected.
it's like, I mean, I've sat down with like a couple mediums before, and that was the thing they say to me, like, I'm not religious at all, so I don't protect myself whatsoever. Like when I go to these places, I just go in and investigate, go home, or I go in and investigate and sleep there. Like I don't do any sort of protection at all. Same with like a Ouija board. Like I'll do a Ouija board.
You need protection though, like no religion included, just protecting your energy and your aura because stuff will stick to it. Like,
well, that's what I said. Like I walked in the room and the lady, my wife had actually gotten me the reading, and the only thing the lady knew about me was my first name.
I'll be right back, guys.
And I walked in the room and she goes, you do something in this field. I said, what do you mean? She's like, well, you have something to do with like the spirit or like paranormal stuff. And I said, yeah, why? She said, you don't protect yourself, do you? I said, no, I go in and investigate and then I come home. She said, yeah. She's like, you have a lot of people that are attached to you. You have a lot of people that
it's important.
And but like to me, I don't know.
I'm gonna make you up. I'm gonna make you up this
agree,
little ritual you have to do before you start investigating. Like seriously, when I did Matt's energy cleansing, going in there, that you can have so much smudge on your chakras. Anything, if you don't do Reiki, if you're not familiar with that kind of stuff, you can carry energies from childhood, whether you went through something traumatic, a divorce, anything, even repressed stuff. You are carrying that with you. And who are you on? Are you on me?
No, I was responding to comments, but yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Oh, they're talking to you. I thought you were mocking me.
I would never mock you, not publicly like this. That would be behind closed doors.
Okay, good. Yeah, but no, seriously. And if you are sensitive, if you feel gifted, which I feel like if people practice and know what they're looking for, I feel like anybody can open it up. It's just understanding it and honing in on it. But in the spirit world, we glow. We look like lights. So these spirits, that's who they know to come talk to. So that's how you might see a picture of them. But if you don't know how to close yourself off, they can ride with that energy as long as they want to. So it is like,
I think that's what happens. I mean, like I said, I've never closed off any session or never protected myself. I don't carry crystals. I don't wear a necklace that has a.
well, you're about to.
I mean, I don't have anything like that. So I just go to these places and I come home. But like, I mean, we have stuff happen in our house, but our house is 110 years old, and like I have all this crap in here. So I either just chalk it up to our house, the stuff I collect, or something following me. But like, it's never bothered me to the point where I'm like, oh, I want this to go away. You know what I mean? Like, it's never been bad.
Right. And it might not be. I mean,
could still be a lot though. Could be a lot of energy, I guess, draining me and stuff. That makes sense.
You don't realize it until it's gone.
Right.
Before Kenna was just randomly out of the blue, like, I'm going to do some energy work on you. I'm just like, yeah, okay, buddy, whatever you're talking about. And then we did it all. I was like, holy shit, this is bizarre. Like, I'm happy. Life can be good. Like,
right.
Why am I not a miserable prick anymore? I have no idea. And because she struck all that shit off me.
Right.
Well, seriously, when you have your chakras, when you have your energy points blocked, you can have anxiety, you can stay sick, you can have bad luck. You feel like a lot of people will feel weighted down, weight on your shoulders, weight on your back, like your chest will feel really heavy. So I go in and take all that, like remove that energy that those people have been carrying around.
You know what's crazy? Like you just described me to a T.
It's
like
not
for the last probably month and a half.
Yeah, I was gonna tell Mike earlier when he was going through that. I was like, y'all need energy healings. Y'all need energy, because if you don't know about it, I mean, I've only had one Reiki massage before, well, ever, and that Reiki massage changed my life, because I went to this woman in DC. She's like a shaman. She's Native American, she's shaman. I don't know how she is. I don't remember, but I was laying down. I don't know if did I tell y'all this story? Matt, you know. It's my wolf story. I don't know.
I mean, if you told it to me that night around the fire, I forget.
So
I got really turned up.
So this was like such a profound moment for me. I really struggle with validation. That's one of my biggest things. Like having visions and understanding the messages that I'm receiving. Sometimes when I receive messages, it's not in the form of a vision. I don't see it. It's just I read it. I don't hear someone speaking information, but I know, like when I was in Savannah, I knew that there was a slave, like an indentured servant, a slave standing on the corner. I knew he was 19 and I knew his name was Isaiah, but I never heard him or saw him, just that information. Oh, shucks. I just forgot where I was going with this. Dadgummit.
Well, it's like, you know, I've only had, when we were at Madison.
I remember. Go ahead.
We were at Madison Seminary last year. I think it was for MadCon when I was out there. And there was a woman there who does, you know, Reiki, and she was burning sage and doing this stuff during the investigation on people. And like, she tried to do it to me, like do Reiki and burn sage and like rub a crystal on me or something. And I was like, I'm good. Like, I don't need, like, that's like, and I know who she is. Like, I know her. It wasn't like some stranger that came up to me and started trying to rub a crystal on me. But it was just like, I don't know.
Don't say you wouldn't like that.
I don't know if it's like, you know, the energy that maybe is attached is like making you stop them from doing it. You know what I mean? Almost like they can say like, oh, I don't want this to happen because then I'll go away. Because like, we in Madison Seminary have had like a really weird relationship for the last like 4 years. There's a spirit up on the third floor in the asylum that has affected me in ways that I've never been affected at any other location. Like things happen to me there that I never thought I would experience anywhere. And I always thought it was just for show on TV and all this stuff. And like, there's a portion of one of the nights we were there where I don't remember like a whole minute of the night. Like my mom was almost in tears because of what was going on. And so like, I think the energies in there especially have a different kind of effect on me. But I don't know if they can like tell me to like push off the Reiki because they don't want to get sent away kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, no, very much. I remember what I was saying that y'all, I honestly have ADD. I will get scatterbrained. When y'all see me walk off my little trail, when you see the breadcrumbs going this way, y'all just guide me back. So
Okay, before Amanda leaves, I just want to say, speaking of Madison Seminary, I am excited. 9 days, I will be special investigating Wish Scar Encounters at Madison Seminary.
August 1st, right?
August 1st, yes.
Damn.
Fun.
I believe some of it's going to be live. I don't know what's going on. I just agreed that I will be there. And, last time I went to Madison Seminary, I felt nothing. I almost fell asleep on the asylum floor. I was comfortable.
that's what happened to me and Emma and Matt. And
Like I felt like I belonged there.
That asylum floor kicks my butt. And there's Adam Kimmel, who's the owner, Becca's his girlfriend. She's a psychic and a medium, and she has read me a couple times after coming out of there because of what's going on. And like she doodles while she's reading people and like draws things, which is super sketchy. And like so she drew this like lady that it was weird because again I'm not psychic. Like I don't see anything, I don't pick up on anything. But there's this one room up there where I just like I knew who this woman was. Kind of like you were saying at the thing in Savannah. Like I knew who this lady was, like why she was there, and I kind of gave this backstory to Becca. And like as I'm sitting there getting a reading from her, I was like, I got the weirdest feeling in that room. Like I was sitting in there by myself, and like all I wanted to keep saying out loud was, "I miss you, I miss you." And I was like,
"What room?
There's nobody in here." And she like stopped as I was saying that, and she like freaked out, and I was like, "What?" And she held up the paper, and right before I said that, she wrote, "I miss you," next to the lady's face.
What
so
room?
It's like there's some kind of weird connection.
What room did that happen in up there?
It's so when you get up to the top of the stairs and you turn right down that other hallway, not
down
the big
like that trippy hallway with like the floor.
So before you turn
nothing
that
now, Emma.
So you walk right,
the room on
turn
the left, the very last room on the left before you turn around the corner.
So when you come up those stairs, you make that right and you got that left. So it's that first door on the left.
On the left, yeah, because it's the only room. Yeah.
Okay. So that's over in that area where they had confirmation. I believe it was the room that's caddy corner to that where people were getting slapped.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep.
Is that the same room?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. I'm excited, Amanda. I'm gonna.
Yeah. So I don't know who that lady is.
Scott
like I
and
know
I
who
are
she
gonna
is.
fart in that room because they fucked with Steve.
But I'll be up there exactly 2 weeks after you, so don't do anything too bad.
I
But,
make
like,
promises.
She has some kind of weird connection to me where Becca thinks I remind her of like her brother somehow, whether I look like him or like how I act or something. So that's why like she's super attached to me. But it's like one of the freakiest things I've ever experienced.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of the same attachment. Or we'll get into this a little later. I can't dig too deep, but that's the same thing I've had with a spirit from Wilson Castle.
Mm.
So I'm excited to get what we're gonna be getting into with that location. Can't say I'm excited, but yeah.
I can't say that I've ever had an attachment. I don't think I want one either.
I didn't see. I never thought I
don't want one.
I don't think I would care to have that.
I didn't think I would experience like an attachment, and like I always thought like possessions and channelings and all that stuff were just huge and played up for TV and Hollywood. Like I didn't think it was a thing, especially like not being religious. Like I don't necessarily believe in like the standard possession. I guess that's something demonic. You know what I mean? Like I think people can be like affected by an energy in the building and not act themselves. And I kind of think that's more of what was happening to me there. Like I guess I was off and I wasn't myself for like almost an hour. Like my mom was attachment. That's what it kind of was. Like
Sounds like something was trying to trance through you.
Yeah, I wasn't talking. I was like standing off in the corner, acting weird.
Yeah, it feels like you're disconnected from everybody that's in the room, and a lot of times you'll feel like there's something's inkling you to say something, even though you know it's not your thought. It's like I feel like I'm supposed to say
that exact thing happened. We were standing in that room, and it was me and one other male investigator, and then one of our female investigators. And I told them that I wanted to be alone. Like, I was like, get out. Like, I want to be in here alone. Even I was already acting weird. And they're like, no, absolutely not. Like, we're not leaving you in here. And I was like, no, like, I want to be alone in here. And then they were like, no. And then a few minutes later, the female investigator got really, really uncomfortable and was like, I need to step out. So she left just me and the male in there. And when she stepped out, the first thing that came into my mind to say was 1 down, 1 to go. And like, why would I say that? You know what I mean? It was like super weird. And I thought it in my head and I was like, well, no, that doesn't make sense. Why would I say that? And then I told like the investigator what was going on. He was like, okay, that's like terrifying. So it was super weird.
Bernadette, to answer your question, if
Bernadette,
I always go live everywhere I go. So when I'm in Savannah, I'll be live the whole time.
And I'll be live recording Matt live.
Yes.
and I'll be on my computer recording them live.
Yep. And what will we be doing? We can't tell you.
Smash mermaiding.
Smash sessions.
So apparently I need some kind of Reiki session or crystal session, kind of like you gave.
Get a hold of Lori or Brooke Wagatha from Wildwood.
I'll tell you my scary story, the scariest thing that's ever happened to me.
Let's hear it.
And actually, the reason why I got into the paranormal was the house that I grew up in. It was the scariest shadow person I've ever seen in my entire life. In the house that I grew up in, I was the only one that ever experienced anything there. None of my other family members ever had anything happen, but like my name was always being called, like you would smell things, like creaks and pops. I remember one of the craziest things that happened to me before the shadow person I'm going to tell you about. I was sitting in my room and I heard a car pull up, and I heard the door open and shut, and I heard footsteps walk into the front door, the door open and shut, and then I heard my mom say, Tori. And I said, what, back? And I was like, and I didn't hear anything. And then when I went to look, there was nobody there, like absolutely nobody there. One morning when I got up and I was walking to the bathroom, and we had like this great room off to my left. And when I was walking by, I turned and looked, and there was a person standing there, and it was so black that you couldn't see through it. It looked like somebody had taken a cookie cutter in the shape of a human and just stamped it out of the landscape. It was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life, and actually that's why I'm into the paranormal today.
And now you're hanging out with all us weirdos.
I know. I've never seen anything that dark since,
Yeah.
ever. It was so weird.
What's up, Daniel? Thank you.
Literally word for word what I was going to say.
So my
So we got
My
like
friend-
10. So we got
Huh?
like 10 minutes left, and I know we still wanted to talk about
Oh,
the
yeah.
scrying session.
Nah, let's keep him in the dark until we do another one.
You really want to do that? People are going to forget about the scrying session. I'm okay with going over an hour.
They're never going to forget about it. I'm almost done with my second mule, but I don't give a goddamn. I'll stay on for a few.
I'm all about it. I know. I don't know
What
if
about
Steve,
me?
Tori, and Kenna want to stay on. I'm okay
Where's
with
the
staying
black-
on a little bit longer to.
All I got
talk
for the
about
rest of
that
the night is
scrying
I gotta do my run later.
You're running now?
Apparently.
Congratulations.
What are you running from, Steve? All the Ouija
My beer
boards you
belly.
don't close?
My beer belly.
Nope, he's running from those Ouija boards he don't close.
What were you going to say, Kenna?
I don't know.
I was like, ain't no way.
What are we doing, Emma?
We were talking
Yeah,
about
well-
shadow people. Or I was talking about shadow people.
Oh, so what you described about hearing a vehicle pull up, doors close, and then someone calling your name is a telltale sign for a haunting. So my friend, she was also on the show with me, Malinka. She has shared a story with us about stuff that had happened to her. And she said that activity just one day started in her house. It started with that. She would hear people pulling up and wow, that's loud. She would hear
I'm
people
sorry,
pulling
that was
up.
my phone.
I could tell by the eyebrows. Ooh.
Mike's on Pornhub
You know,
again.
You know what's really
You shut
odd,
your
and I
mouth
don't
when you're
even
talking
know
about
if I don't even know if this is connected, right? But the entire time that I lived there from probably 4.5, 5 years old to 14, 15, 16, right in there. And stuff happened the entire time I lived there. I saw my first ghost there. But the people that bought the house after we moved out or whatever, the lady, she was like in her 40s or whatever, died of a rare aggressive form of bone cancer. And she was only like 40 something. And they only lived there, I mean, not that long.
That was after you?
Hmm.
Oh, well, the what I was about to tell you about Malinka, that started happening. She kept hearing people pull up, and then she would hear people open the door. She would hear people call her name. No one would ever be there. She would hear wood
Yeah.
moving around in their basement all the time. And so like stuff was being thrown, drawers. It was sounding like they were opening and closing all the time. She said it got to the point where one night she woke up and her bed was pretty much levitating, like shaking on the ground, and she saw lights everywhere, and it freaked her out so bad. And what they figured out was the only thing that had changed. This is one of the reasons I'm not cool with like getting haunted objects and keeping them in your house. I don't. This is just not my jam. To each their own. Yeah. All y'all, to each your own. It's like
My camera won't focus because of everything.
Everyone's like, don't show it.
I was like, "Fuck you, Kenna."
So the only thing that changed is her roommate had found a chair at an antique store. It was like this crazy looking chair. And so they brought the chair home. Well, like as soon as they brought the chair home, the activity started. And I don't remember the time frame of how long it lasted, but several weeks before they were like, we need to figure out what this is. They traced back where the chair came from. And the chair was from one of the concentration camps during the Holocaust. So if you can imagine the energy that
I wouldn't want that.
No, that's not
right.
something
And as soon as they got rid of the chair, everything in the house stopped.
Yeah.
So
I do remember,
Answer your
like, when
question,
we,
Matthew. We don't know what we're doing. Just welcome
Hi,
to the show.
Vicky. I love you so much. I just wanted
I
to
do
say hi to
remember-
my sister. That's my sister.
hi.
You paid her to say that, didn't you?
Yeah, how much did you tell her what to give her?
25 cents.
I do remember when, like, before my parents bought the house, I remember looking at it with them, and it looked like, I mean, it honestly looked like somebody picked up and just left. Like, there was a bunch of stuff there. There was cobwebs there. So that was like my 4.5-year-old brain, though, like trying to remember it now. But
I know.
it was like there was cobwebs everywhere. I remember it being like just like the furniture was still in there. I don't know what happened to them, but I don't know. And I do remember there was a time that my bed was kind of like in front of the door, and my door was open, and like across the hall was like the laundry room, and the laundry room light was on. And I remember being under my bed because I was so afraid, and there was a shadow. I mean, it looked like a regular shadow that somebody would cast, like if you were walking outside or whatever, but it was like going back and forth across the door, but there was no like body there. It was just the shadow casting, like pacing across the doorway. I do remember that. I remember as like 10 years old or whatever, sitting outside alone in the dark, feeling safer than I did in my own home.
We got some people in the chat that have had some crazy ass experiences
Yeah,
too. Chelsea,
I've
Aaron,
been reading quite a bit of them. That's why I've been quiet.
Yeah,
I'm like, holy shit.
y'all keep your haunted selves to yourselves.
Yeah, we don't do we are not involved in paranormal. Go
Yeah,
take that
no,
shit somewhere else. You guys are.
I'm just here trolling.
Go to
Yeah.
Matt's house.
Is it an established plan that we're all going to plan to be in Savannah for the Paracon?
What's a Ouija board?
I'm going to try. It just depends on my travel restrictions.
Yeah. You're not kidding in New York. We can't leave our house, basically.
I was gonna wait until my face was on the billboard in downtown Savannah to announce it, but yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah. Get it put up by like the Civic Center or something.
That shit cost me a lot of money, but it's gonna be there.
I'll see what I can do.
One of these days, I am gonna pay the money to put my stupid face on a billboard at a convention to make everyone else feel less than me.
Do it. So I think what we do is we bring all of our haunted items to the convention too, because Kenna likes all haunted items, she said.
Kenna loves that shit.
So
You can
we
bring
have.
them to the convention, just don't leave them with me to go to sleep.
So we got 5 of us in the group. We got 5 of us in the chat.
Oh, it's math time.
We need to find a location equal distance from all of us that we can stream this podcast live from.
So who owns a location that's haunted? Anyone got a haunted anything cool we can go to for
So
free?
pretty much,
Put us up.
pretty much from Maine to Kansas.
From Maine to Vietnam, where can we go?
I mean,
If
Hi,
you go to
Renee.
Ohio, Steve.
Do I what?
Don't say Ohio, Steve. It's too goddamn far for me.
Ohio's great, man. There's a lot of great spots.
It's
There's
too
only
far away,
111.
How far
great
is it for you to
locations.
drive to Madison?
Like 10 hours.
That's nothing.
That's bullshit.
That's
We
nothing.
drove 10 hours to Wilson.
I drive
It's
10
not
hours.
crazy.
I drove to Kentucky twice last year. That's 12 and a half.
All right, we can go actually to Chelsea. She said myself come to me, so I guess we'll just do the podcast from there.
Hey, she's in New York, right? That's close for me. That works.
Make sure she's
No one else is invited but me though. It's a solo.
Wait,
podcast.
where is she in New York? Where are you in New York? No, places in Scotland. Let's go. I'm all about going over
Are
there.
you paying for our travel? I'd go to Scotland. Who's paying for this shit?
Not me. I don't have any money.
Fundraiser. No, I'm just kidding.
Scotland's on my short
Well, I
list.
think Kenna said she was paying for our Europe trip.
Who's paying?
No, I am planning, not paying.
She
Planning.
did kind of say she'd bring us all out. I kind
She
of
did.
read
She
that
said,
too. But I was
"I'll
actually
bring you
the
over."
gentleman said I'll pay my own way, but I didn't because I said, hey, she's gonna pay for it.
Right?
Plan.
Ohio.
I mean,
Ohio's just
Kenna,
where
let's
it's
be
at.
honest. If and when the con poster comes out, my face is on it. I'm going to sell the tickets for you by myself. So,
You
just
said
That's
when
the
the
least you can
compost
do.
comes out?
hmm?
You said when the compost?
Con poster? No, I said the con poster.
The poster.
My-
Oh,
my-
I was like, Matt, do you know what compost is? Okay,
Yeah, it's
compost.
They
shit.
don't have. Listen, they don't have compost in
He
there.
said, yes, it's shit.
We don't compost up here in Maine. Oh my God! Why don't we talk about that fun stuff we were gonna do?
You're an hour south of Rochester. Oh, I'm over by Albany. I'm in Glens Falls.
If somebody can come up with a location that is in the equal distance from Boston, Massachusetts, Kansas, New York, Ohio,
In Georgia.
and Georgia,
Georgia?
Like Pennsylvania, Philly area.
I think that's about to be the closest. Georgia, Philly or Tennessee.
I love
Maybe
Philly,
that
man.
map.
I love everything about Philly. I've been there a whole bunch.
She didn't even know where Vermont was on the map. We got to give her a minute.
And then she's the one saying,
Wait,
look at
we
the
just
map.
got an offer. We just got an offer to Scotland. Aaron says she'll pay.
Where is that? Hold on.
Scotland's
I'll
across
pay.
the
Come
UK.
to-
It's over
okay,
in the UK,
Aaron.
Mike.
There it is. She's paying. Sold.
Oh man. Okay, we will all come to Scotland. We will investigate this live on this podcast. If
We're gonna
you
go to
pay
a
for
castle.
all
God
of
damn
this,
it!
She's still looking at the map over there. She's trying to figure out where Scotland is now.
Right? She's like, it's in
See? I
California.
know where Scotland is. I just don't know where Vermont is.
What's above Massachusetts?
Look, that's your
Vermont is in the
your little
US.
tiny states up there. I know y'all know your little area because y'all's states are like the size of a skittle.
Hold on, you
I
know where
graduated
Scotland.
geography.
No, no, no.
Great.
New York's bigger. Isn't New York bigger than Georgia?
You know where
New York's
Scotland
huge.
is, which is
Huge,
not
guy.
inside the U.S., but you know where. You don't know where Vermont is.
Yeah, because the castles are bomb.
And
I want to go to all these
There we
castles,
go.
so yes, I know where that stuff is.
The Conjuring House is a possibility. I might know some people that
That's
that
a
matter,
drive.
but I'm
That's-
not going to
that's
try to
not
do. That's
equal
too close for
distance.
me, and everyone else is going to
That's
travel.
not equal
Listen, I'll
distance.
travel anywhere. I'll go wherever.
I like the
Tori,
idea of
where are
Philly.
you?
I'm not traveling
I'm in
for a
Kansas.
1 hour podcast. Not
The
that
southeast
far.
corner of Kansas.
Okay, so
Aaron, I'm leaving this on here. I'll
looks
tell
like
you
it's
what.
going to be
I will-
somewhere in Tennessee or Kentucky
Aaron.
Right back.
Aaron.
I'll be right back.
or Ohio
Aaron, if you get us Edinburgh Castle
or Indiana.
for free and you pay our travel, I will give you my PayPal info and we will book this for 2 months.
Bro,
We
I
will
got to
be
get my
there in
passport renewed first
September.
of all. It's going to take 2 months.
Right? I don't even have a passport.
Listen, neither do I. I will fake it.
New
till I
Orleans
make
is on
it,
my short
okay?
list. New Orleans is somewhere supposed to go with Kenna and Sarah at some point too.
I will straight come to Scotland. I will get in contact with Hillary Clinton, and maybe I will fly in an airplane that she's transporting young kids back over here onto.
Why
politics.
did Hillary have to be in our paranormal story?
No politics,
No
Michael.
politics, no politics. He's right. No politics.
Chelsea's
Anyways,
asking
you
if
think
we've
it sounds
ever
the
been
best.
to an insane asylum.
Steve
That is
Broad
it.
happens to know one that he won't invite anyone to because he's a dick and he's not in the room right now. We love Steve.
What would be a central location? Did I hear Tennessee? Is that what?
Tennessee would be
Kansas,
close.
Indiana, Ohio.
Those are all close to everybody. Ohio, for Christ's sakes, Mike's in the middle of that shit.
It depends
Right?
where. It depends where.
Wait, Mike, where are you?
I'm in Akron.
I'm picking up my phone to look
Akron,
at a map.
Ohio?
All the crap that
Yes.
people have sent me.
Yes.
Oh.
Home of LeBron James.
Okay, so then it would be Kentucky, Tennessee area.
Well, let's go to Waverly Hills then.
Works for me.
That's the top of my list.
Who
I've
here
never
has
been.
been to Waverly?
So you're paying for this kind of? If it's
No.
on
I've
your
never
list.
been.
I've been to
Yeah.
Waverly twice.
I
I've
will
never.
pay for it if everybody here will buy crystals from me when I sell.
I
When
already told you I
They're-
was
they're
buying one.
extremely
I already
marked
told
up.
you I was buying one.
Listen, Waverly's.
This crystal's $1,200. You need it in your life.
But
Listen,
we get the booze and
Waverly's
booze
$1,000
and booze discount on these crystals, right?
It's a-
There's a crystal for that. Yeah, of course you
I mean,
do.
I still
You get
think
the-
Philly's
oh,
the
alright,
most
alright.
middle point.
I'll take
Where are we
it.
going to hit in Philly? Eastern State doesn't do paranormal anymore. Fort Mifflin's good, but it's too. I think it's too close to the airport. It's hard.
Well, I mean, just to go to Philly and have
Right,
cheap steak.
Chelsea? Wasn't that kind of
I'm
no?
for
We
it.
don't need to worry.
I'm
Even
for it.
Genius Brewery is there, and it's
We're
delicious.
playing.
Okay, we're
I'm
gonna
in.
figure this. We're gonna figure this out later. There's too many locations within half of us, so I know we're pushing an hour. I'm okay with going longer. If anybody, Tori, Steve, Ken, and Matt wants to head out, you're fine. I know.
Let's get into that fun stuff that we talked
we
about.
want to, yeah, we want to talk about the fun stuff. What we
Still have everybody's
planned.
attention.
Have at it, Matt. You want to talk about the first one, right?
Oh, I don't know. Do I? Did
Oh
I?
yeah. Yeah.
So-
No, that's Kenna. Kenna's going to lead off.
So, well,
Yeah.
hold on. Kenna's gonna explain it. But
So
Oh, actually, hold on. No,
hold on.
We're
I'm
very
gonna-
organized.
somebody
I'm
else.
gonna-
Kenna's going to explain what we're going to do. I'm going to elaborate on it, but someone else can lead us into that and what we're trying to do. How's that
Okay,
sound?
I'll
Yes,
lead
sir.
off into it. because
explain what we've come up with, and I'll give the big shebang in a minute because it's
So
good.
this is what we are doing.
Hi,
with,
Anaheim.
this is what we are doing with Booze and Booze, and I'm super excited to bring this up. And because this podcast was started not just because we're paranormal investigators, but we're all friends. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. But we also care about every location that we investigate. For instance, Steve's location. A lot of these locations are historical, and we want to try and rebuild every single location that we investigate and rebuild history. So what we are doing at Booze and Booze, and I'm super happy to bring this up, is every month we will be picking one thing for every location to raise money for. For instance, Steve's location probably needs internet.
Our
Or-
location needs everything.
Security.
Exactly. So we are picking one thing per month per location. We are gonna raise money all month. At the end of the month, if we make that money, we're doing a challenge. So the first month
Kenna.
is gonna be on Kenna and Matt.
So
Kenna
I don't
is-
even think that this
Kenna-
should be.
Kenna's
Okay.
gonna explain Matt's challenge, and
Oh,
Matt
this is a
gets
great
to
challenge.
choose the location he is raising money for.
Go ahead,
Have
Kenneth.
at it.
Go for it, Kenna.
Okay, so the one thing I'm trying to figure out,
You thinking time limit or no time limit?
I'm thinking, what if we did 24 hours for a push? I feel like if I got Matt to do something absolutely hilarious, something that y'all might have seen me post on his page like a week or two ago, if I throw this challenge out, can y'all help us raise money for Homestead? We want to raise money to help get this place what it needs.
Good night.
And so I've challenged Matt. Matt, our poster
Resident
child.
idiot.
No.
Our main resident.
It's not going to happen in 24 hours.
Oh, I
Oh,
think.
really?
Oh, I think so.
Oh, well.
It depends on name your price.
So
We got to
I
name the challenge first, right? Or do you want to do the price?
No,
price?
it's
Yeah.
not the challenge. You got to name the location and what you're raising money for.
We said
Yeah.
Homestead.
Yeah,
Okay, what are you raising money for at Homestead?
No trespassing signs.
That's like $10.
Listen, we got no trespassing signs. We
I'm
need
just kidding.
everything.
So, Steve, can you tell everyone more about Homestead, what you're doing with it, what it is, why you're trying to bring it back to life, and what is coming in the future, like with what this money is going to go towards, what the efforts are, and all that jazz?
Yeah, so the Saratoga County Homestead is a tuberculosis hospital that's about 45 minutes from me. I've been watching the building for about 10 years. It just sold an auction last year. It's been abandoned since the 70s, so it's had 50 years of neglect and vandalism. It's been set on fire 3 times, but luckily the building is brick and concrete, so most of it's fine. There was only a little bit of damage in the theater. Basically, the guy that bought it in auction last year, his name's James Walk. He's a great guy. He's an American vet. He is hoping to put a veterans retreat somewhere on the property. He got 30 acres along with the hospital and the caretaker's house. So he's raising money to put a veterans retreat somewhere in the hospital for vets with PTSD or just coming back from the war to kind of go up there, relax, and kind of get their mind, a little bit at ease. Very, very quiet place. It's beautiful up there. And so he bought this hospital last year. We're working on raising money to get security, get power, get cameras installed. We have some holes in the roof that we have to patch up.
So there we go. Why don't we, this first month, raise money for Homestead so fucking Facebook sluts quit trespassing.
We could have done without all that. We knew where this was going. Go ahead, Kenna. Finish it up.
Sorry, the beer got in the way.
All right, so I wanted to do for the 24 hours. We'll see. We can do it for the first week. I feel like
It's only going to take 24 hours.
Yeah, I feel like
Okay,
this. So
let's ask Steve. Steve, how much would it cost to run a security system through Homestead?
I'm not sure.
We're trying to fund the whole damn thing. We're getting it started.
Yeah,
we're just trying to. What?
So you're going to pay for the
maybe this will help fix some of the holes in the fence. That's our main priority right now, fixing the holes in the fence. So let's focus on that.
So what we're going to do is this challenge that we're starting is going to be the spearhead of the whole thing. And there's going to be a reward system for if we hit this part of the goal in 24 hours, it's going to run for an entire month, and all of it is going to go to the Homestead. So if we hit a certain number in that 24 hours, the challenge gets done. Regardless, the money's going to go to the Homestead. That clear it up?
Yep.
If the goal isn't hit, money still goes to Homestead, but Matt doesn't have to do the challenge.
Correct, Amundo.
Now, I must say that this is different than the fundraiser that I currently have going for
Got a birthday fundraiser going.
Yes. I said internet, but you can't really have internet without power. I mean,
we're working on things.
So it is different, just so everybody knows.
But
if they donate to that for Homestead, would it count for this challenge?
No.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
This challenge is the whole thing. So what will happen when we announce the challenge, which we're going to announce any minute now. We're just we have 5 cooks in the kitchen. We're all trying to get around each other.
Because we're spontaneous.
Troy, I'm trying to explain some shit.
It's spontaneous. See, I told you. It's my ADD. I can't help it.
It's all them chicken tacos you were stuffing your face with earlier.
I like tacos.
Tacos?
I didn't get my tacos last night, people that watched me last night. I'm not happy.
Never got his tacos.
That's disappointing. I'm kind of sad for you, Matt.
I'm sad for myself.
It makes your face messy anyway.
Wow.
Goodness.
So we're
I gotta
pretty
go,
much
guys.
raising.
All right, Kenna. What's the challenge, Kenna?
Okay, so the other day I posted on Matt's page and I said, oh my gosh, we should do this. It said, if you get 1,000 comments, I will do this live. Y'all got 24 hours. So this was the picture that let's see.
The peanut butter challenge.
I don't know if it's going to show.
Oh, you got
It is showing. So so if we can raise $500, just $500 in 24 hours. Uh-oh. There we go.
Peanut butter.
Matt?
Yeah. Let me fully explain. So
wait, $500 for this, but if $500 goes fast, then you can do your Matt wanted to put his little schmexy Matt spin on it with some Nutella and bananas or some.
why are you ruining the surprise? I said that was my part to fill in.
No, I'm saying, oh shit. So take it back what I said. Y'all didn't hear that, but Matt, y'all can raise more money.
Kenna is so psychic.
She knew exactly what you were going to say.
500 is the peanut butter, but
Right,
if we go to 1,000, Matt will do something else also. Go ahead, Matt. I didn't mean to spoil your.
So I have no idea what Kenna was talking about. It sounded like Japanese language to me. So what we literally discussed this at 7:59 in the group chat, guys. So bear with us.
True story. True story.
Oh, Brent and Emma, hello across the pond. So
Hi, Brent
what
and
we're
Emma.
going to do,
Hi,
when
Brent and Emma.
this challenge will be, and we're going to put it up for 24 hours. If we can get the fundraiser to raise $500, we're going to make this an official one. I'll put it together. It's not made yet, so you don't have to worry and clamor. Once it's made, I'll make the post. You'll know it's there. 24 hours. I'll go to it's called BJ's here. It's Costco, whatever, the wholesale places. I'm going to get a big giant tub of peanut butter. And because you freaks out there that I've been chatting with know, I know you like Nutella and also fluff. I'm going to get the big fluff, the big Nutella, the big peanut butter. I'm going to smear all over my entire head. Perhaps make it sexy like Varsity Blues if you've seen that movie.
That's if we raise $1,000. 500.
I was going to do that.
Oh.
I just want to
See, I had little bonus tips. What I was going to say is the one or two people that donate the most can come do it to me live on camera.
Oh, damn.
Or if you're far
Do what
away,
to you live?
I will
Matt
travel.
will send you an OnlyFan of him doing the
You
varsity.
get a year subscription to Matt's OnlyFans.
a lifetime subscription to my OnlyFans.
Okay, so you guys get the idea. We got to set up a fundraiser page before we do any of this, but that's just the idea. That's the first month.
I'm screwed.
We appreciate it.
I'm half tempted to one up, Matt.
We
on
appreciate
this,
it
but
over
you
here
know
at
what?
Homestead, and we'll be opening up for investigations as soon as we can. There's some things we have to obviously tackle first. Before
Dude,
we
it's only 2 minutes.
I'll tell you what. If Matt reaches $500 on that peanut butter challenge, Matt, that peanut butter is just going on your head, right?
You know what? If someone gives a high bid, I'll let them put it wherever they want.
I'll tell you what.
gosh.
If I'm gonna
Come
one
on,
up
babe.
this,
Just retracted
If-
my bid.
Steve
we
just
can
paid me
reach-
$1,000.
I'm bidding.
if we can reach $1,100 to fix Homestead's fence, I will put peanut butter all over my entire body,
We got 2 peanut butters.
and
Let's-
I will
let's
stream
do
it live on Booze and Booze.
Here's this: whoever gives when we're doing
$1,100 to Homestead.
If we
Well,
hit,
no, Matt will do this. Both of y'all will have to do this live on Booze and Booze. And
I'm
Tori,
doing this on
Steve and I are
OnlyFans.
here for moral support.
if we hit the 500 mark, whoever has the highest monetary donation in the 500 mark gets a free investigation at the homestead. When we get to that point, we can open up.
Nice.
I'll still have to pay probably.
No, Matt will be there covered in peanut butter also.
That's what we'll do. We'll do. You can. Oh, dude, how sick is that? You meet me at Homestead to smear peanut butter and Nutella and fluff all over me live on camera.
There you go.
Brent
Matt,
Emma has a
Finally
question.
get my ass to Homestead, Steve.
Totally worth $1,000 right there.
I mean, that's worth the price of admission alone, right, folks?
Right?
Look, Erin said she would donate 1,000 right now.
And Chelsea
Oh,
said I don't
shit.
even need to touch him. I was just going to give him the money for free.
Should I? Okay, you can PayPal that to mhatcher7@me.com.
We'll make sure.
And
He'll
I
make
will
sure it
send
gets
that
there.
straight to Steve.
I think a courier just showed up at my doorstep with money stacks.
Right? Aaron, no joke, mhatcher7@me.com. I'll
We have
send
a
that straight to
question,
Steve.
Brett and Emma.
Don't anyone send Mike any money.
If we can investigate
Shut up.
anywhere in the UK, where would it be?
Well, hopefully, I'm going to find out soon when I go across the pond.
Ooh, across the
That's
pond.
not. That's an ocean, you douche.
What did you just say, Michael?
Nothing.
I'm going over there to investigate, bro.
Bruh.
That's not a pond, bruh.
Bruh.
That's what they call it when you fly across the Atlantic. They say it's across the pond. Come on.
And there's
bro.
a pond at homestead.
That must be a frame from Maze. I'm sorry.
What was that now?
Name.
A frame from Maze.
God, man, you just drinking beer. Imagine if you were drinking the hard liquor.
Fucking hate all you.
Ancient Ram Inn. Yeah, I would love to go to Ancient Ram Inn. Where are
You
you
just want to
going?
mess up my hair? I don't have much
I
left.
honestly
though.
would
That's
go to
not nice.
Ancient Ram Inn. I would go there.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Nothing like getting boned by an incubus.
Isn't this succubus? Isn't the girl one?
I would prefer a succubus.
Yeah,
I don't know about
yeah.
Mike.
You might.
That was a Zach Bagans.
Yes, from the
Those
show.
Adventures.
Yeah.
You're Your rim might be sore when you wake up.
I don't know yet, Emma, but I'm going to investigate places over there. I haven't figured it out yet.
I'm
doing bucket list stuff this year, next year. I'm doing it all.
I want to
But
go.
Go ahead, Matt or Steve. I'm sorry.
I mean, I want to go to Lep Castle. That's like my number one spot over there. I want to go to the Edinburgh Underground. Those like little tunnels. I want to hit those spots.
Is it Drakelo or Darklo? Drakelo.
Well, so y'all know. So what I'm setting up with Wandering Further, I'm doing Savannah right now. But eventually I want it to be like a vacation thing. So one of the trips, it'll be like a haunted thing. I'll put the whole trip together. You buy the package. You just show up. Everything's scheduled, and it's like haunted Italy, haunted.
We get to go for free, right?
We got Aaron donating $1,000, and then we got Chelsea asking if we need a plane, and she knows people.
And Kenna is booking us all free flights to Europe. So this
has been a very successful
evening. Go buy all my crystals.
Just remember, it only takes $1,000 for you guys to donate to Homestead.
To cover with peanut butter.
And then we spent none of that money. You guys fly us
peanut butter, fluff, and Nutella. I'll be the tastiest delight ever seen.
Slice up
Matt has
I will tell you
chats with Matt. Then we'll have this sold by the end of the night. I mean,
you know what? I'll tell you what.
$1,000.
Matt, $1,000. You and I meet at Hinsdale, and I will personally spread the peanut butter.
No,
you're not involved with this. I'll pay $1,000 for you.
No, we're gonna put a pool of Jello, and y'all can wrestle each other.
Okay, so Kenna's intentions are coming out now. We're seeing the real.
Well, at least they didn't suggest that for me and Kenna.
Jello wrestling. You guys have your own separate challenges each month.
That's I was trying to get the attention of them until he just went.
These are not going to be separate challenges. These are going to be group challenges.
That's just fine. This is my baby because Kenna thought it'd be funny to challenge me because she probably thought I'd back down, but I don't back down from a good challenge.
A ton of people already commented it because they want to do the.
I know because these people like to put me in precarious positions, and you know what? If the money is there for a good cause, I'm willing to do it.
All right, Amanda is back. Amanda, what you've missed is if we can get $500 donated to the Homestead in 24 hours once we have the fundraiser, Matt will smear peanut butter
and Nutella
all over himself.
And the high bidder
I'm meeting him at Hinsdale and doing it myself.
High bidder gets to do the work and investigate the Homestead with Matt and myself and whoever else wants to come.
I'm donating $600. Everybody fuck off. I just want to smear this shit all over Matt.
He's like, I'm literally going to pay $600 to cover Matt.
Is that what it is, or does Mike really want to smear it on himself?
Ooh.
He's like, hey, I'll go ahead
and smear it on himself and then smear it on Matt.
If I start getting pickle picks from Mike later, I'm out of the room.
You're getting that Valium time fucking peanut butter, dude. I don't waste good shit.
Well, first and foremost, if I'm in charge of getting the peanut butter, I'm getting Skippy, bro.
Yeah. It's going to be super oily.
$1,000, you have to do crunchy peanut butter.
Because I'm going to eat it off myself. I'm going to be.
Hey, that's a reason to raise another $500.
That was a free look. That's what you get for your money, ladies and guys that are into that.
I eat it off of myself.
No. This is quite the challenge, Amanda says, but I
think this challenge is probably already accepted and hit and done.
It's probably already passed.
Oh, wait, is there anybody in the group now that would like to see us repair the fences and whatever else needs to be? Is it who's going to throw Matt a buck or two?
Come on over. I got small jars of peanut butter right now. We can practice.
Matt said, "Come be his jelly."
Peanut butter on the breadstick.
Yeah, there'll be no jelly. I don't mess with peanut butter and jelly. That's ridiculous. I'm a Fluffernutter guy. So peanut butter, fluff, and Nutella for some sweet.
Waverly's a great spot. You'll have a blast doing Waverly. Any other spots?
Go to Homestead.
Any other spots we recommend?
Homestead.
Listen, the Homestead.
Are we talking about in the United States or where?
Yeah, Brett and Emma are coming to the United
Savannah, Georgia. Savannah, Georgia.
You could spend a week in Savannah investigating a new spot.
Savannah, Georgia is my fit. But I also haven't been. I've probably done 30 investigations across the country, but I haven't done many on the West Coast. But a lot of
that's not across the country. Nothing.
Oh,
I feel like New Orleans would be pretty lit.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Nolans, man.
I would love
I
to go
like
down
New
there.
Orleans,
I would love it.
but New Orleans to me does not compare to Savannah.
Savannah is like
Savannah is so haunted. Every single building is 1800s. You have the slave quarters that are right there at the
people
old.
buried underneath almost every street in Savannah. Like,
It is beautiful. It is
everywhere.
a big, giant. Oh my gosh! Let me show you a picture of these trees. They are like
She's making
so
fun
we
of
when
me.
we lived there, we lived right on Crawford Square.
What is-
I hugged those trees. You lived on Crawford and what?
Right on downtown. Like, so we were on Houston
Ooh,
Street and
dropping
McDonough,
the heat.
right on Crawford.
Ooh,
We were
bad.
like 3 blocks from River Street. We were all surrounded by those giant Spanish, like the trees.
Oh
covered.
my gosh! They are like magic. They are magical to me. I go out of my way to hug these trees.
Yeah.
when I'm
Well,
with
this first challenge is on Matt. It's going to be up to Matt and Kenna to raise $500.
Look at
Oh, those are beautiful.
Oh, is that Wormslow? Is that Wormslow?
Yes.
I love those.
Oh, I got a picture of that. When we went, they were trying to charge money. I was like, no, I'll just take the picture and leave.
Yeah, Wormslow. That's they charge you to get into there. I'm good right now for 100 tonight. We already got $100 tonight.
Who's paying 100 tonight?
Tash is paying 100 right off the bat.
Right
Man,
off
I'm not
the bat.
eating eggplant. I don't eat that crap.
Well, we still got to set up the email and the
I'm-
fund for.
I'm going to
Love
do
it.
one of those Facebook fundraiser things. I'll blast
Is
it
that
up.
that? Is that
Well-
like the oldest tree in Savannah down by the hospital by the park?
Oh, I don't know.
It looks like it. There's like the oldest tree that's like known. It was right by Forsyth Park, and it's like near the old.
Oh my gosh, it is. Savannah is so magical. You also have to think. You have the pirates. You have three bouts of yellow fever. You have the Civil War. You have the bloodiest hour of the Revolutionary War, where 1,000 men died in 1 hour.
Savannah's a hotbed.
Savannah is so, but also there's so much slavery, and all of these slaves were into hoodoo from the island off of South Carolina, and you can feel it in the air. It
They're
is.
literally, and they're still finding graves. Like they found a
down
graveyard
south
in one of the
is-
squares
down
like,
south
not
is-
that long ago. So there's still people buried under the streets and in the city that they don't even know about yet.
Yep.
Oh man, Honda Savannah
Down south is
Paragon.
hard.
Hey,
My
Steve, I got a
handsome
question for you.
ass is going to be at the Savannah Paracon, so you should probably come.
But yes,
Have you noticed that Homestead has been more active since it used to be a tuberculosis hospital and we're in the middle of a pandemic?
you know it's funny. We brought that up on one of our recent nights there. We haven't actually investigated like there in a couple weeks, probably 3 weeks now. But one of our last few nights there, we're like, this was like the coronavirus hospital of the time. Like this is where they handled tuberculosis for like the entire county. I mean, there was a lot of people, estimated deaths of 3,500 people in this hospital. So we brought it up and we're kind of talking about it, and we started having some weird experiences. It's super weird because like the most active spot so far in the building has seemed to be the kitchen. Out of all the spots, the kitchen seems to be the most active and like the most sinister, not evil or anything, but like the like mischievous, like they're gonna mess with you, and like there a lot of weird shadow play in that room. But bringing it up, we started having some weirder experiences. So I think they're aware of it. I think they know what's going on.
I would think they would have to almost.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I don't know, I would think that probably most sensitives would say that the energy, like within the last couple of months, has been pretty high
Yeah.
with all the deaths and
And a lot of panic. Everybody's panicking and worried or angry. I mean, there's a lot of energy going on right now, and it's cool because I've been, like I said, I've been watching the Homestead for 10 years, and it's known in our area, and people drive around and break in and do whatever, but like it hasn't gotten that like big exposure yet, where it's it's not saturated. People aren't investigating it 5-6 nights a week like Waverly Hills and like all these other locations, where these spirits aren't used to people coming in and trying to talk to them and investigate. We have a question?
Yeah. That's pretty courteous of me, right?
Yes, I
it
like
was.
that.
I think depending on the amount of money that I get, I deserve to have a plaque permanently put into the homestead.
I will wait to put the plaque up until we have, the building secure so nobody steals it and hangs it on their wall.
Someone probably
That's
would.
solid.
Yeah.
That's
All right,
solid.
cool.
We'll get you one. We'll get you
So now I get a plaque. So this is going to happen.
That's it. We'll get a plaque or-
Maybe our whole thing that we were talking about, we all meet. It could be at the Homestead. And we can just do an event, a booze and booze.
I think I know a guy who can get you in there, so I think that could probably work.
We've heard that before.
Listen, We'll set something up now. Slickfin, I will just say though, Slickfin is back to like curbside only, so there's no patio to chill at anymore. But we can always get them to go, which is good.
I'm gonna bring the vitamin C's anyways, bro.
There we go.
Like we did up in Vermont, and it's gonna be a good time.
We'll do a little trade again. We'll hang out at the homestead and see what's going on. We'll pop into a jail. Maybe we'll pop back into Wilson Castle.
Yep.
I don't know who Jock is, but they don't like the homestead apparently, or Jackie, or whatever that name is.
That sucks.
Jackie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Mike. Jackie Monroe.
Oh yeah,
that's
that's
Mike.
that's Mike's clothing line. Don't buy this shit. What is that? Emma, you meant to say plaque. Ha ha.
A plague, so your head can grow. Got him.
Yes, I will make the fundraiser button on Facebook. I'll make a little post about it. I will share it. And I'm not concerned about the fact that this is going to sell quick, whatever.
You're going to be a little peanut butter.
I will hold up my end of the bargain. We can meet up. Smear me with crap.
Wait, and also, well, never mind.
Go ahead, Ken. You don't start like
we'll throw a contest in for everybody that enters. The random person that we choose can get. We'll record this video, and they can have they'll have their own personal video from Matt.
Oh, your own cameo? Ooh.
Like a little cameo.
Like an OnlyFans for one.
Yeah, the only
Right.
fan.
You know what? Everybody's going to stop mentioning OnlyFans because I'm just going to make one, and then you're going to pay for it, and you're going to realize it's not what you wanted.
Yeah. No breadsticks.
Oh, it'll just be me laying in bed taking care of myself, but is that what you want?
Oh, gosh. I was all for it until you said that. I wanted to do
Yeah, right. I see you over there typing your credit card number into the phone, waiting. Like, you're going to do it.
No.
She's like, no, this is not what I do with my
This is
Christmas.
why we don't go over an hour, folks. This is what happens.
Okay, so to clarify, we are running a donation contest for Homestead right now. Matt is going to smear peanut butter all over his.
And do a cameo.
Into a
Dude,
cameo.
I'm so screwed.
And I'll tell you what.
cash
I'll
flowing.
tell you what. This is what we're gonna do. The highest bidder on this, $500. We are gonna plan a Homestead Booze and Booze live stream. We're literally. It's gonna be a weekend because of work. But we're going to do a special Booze and Booze live stream. We're going to do a podcast and then a live stream investigation.
And they'll
at
be the
Homestead.
guest.
And the highest bidder will be a guest. And Matt has to smear peanut butter on himself at Homestead.
That's 2 peanut butters?
He really
No,
doesn't.
it's one and done. I'm going to do it at Homestead or wherever the people, the highest bidder that gets to do it can choose where the hell I have to go to do that.
There we go.
We'll
There
do
we
that
go.
live.
Perfect.
There you
The
go.
highest bidder gets to choose.
Matt, that's not gonna work. Can you
Why?
shower at Homestead after you smear yourself?
You can
Walk around like
What the highest bidder doesn't know is they have to clean me up.
You
Yeah,
also have to pay for the trip.
we'll bring we'll bring
Gas money?
okay, let's not make this for real. $500.
We're already paying for one trip.
We
You guys missed
listen.
it last
At the end of
week.
the day, don't worry about it. That money, it's going to happen. We'll figure out logistics as it goes. You guys know we're good for it.
But
And
we're
I love a good challenge, so I'm down.
Homestead is like a little bit of ways from doing investigations right now. We got to sure up some things like with code. We got
Here
to
we go, guys. Here we go.
I
We gotta
really
have
want.
more
Steve's
escapes.
backing
We gotta
out.
have that kind of
Steve's
stuff.
backing out.
2027, y'all. It's going to be lit at Homestead.
No,
We
it's
got, hey,
not.
listen,
Steve's backing
2027,
out.
I'll be back living in Savannah for sure. So we got to have exit signs. We got to have some things shored up, but we'll be getting it ready. This year's obviously slowed us down a little bit because of the Rona.
Also, we need to have this fundraiser work so we can do a podcast from there because we need electricity.
And I need this to work so that I can con you guys
Fuck you,
into
Matt,
the
you're
relief
right.
project.
Yes, exactly. So we can be in the relief project too. So we got a lot to do, but I think the fundraiser's gonna be good. Matt's gonna get covered in peanut butter, Nutella, and fluff. And
You're not doing that at Godsmack. That's absurd.
put it at
This
God's
is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start a PayPal / GoFundMe for this podcast to raise money every month for every location. Every month each one of us are gonna pick a location. Matt took it upon himself to take this location, the first one, to himself. Next month is gonna be all of us.
Oh boy.
to take the challenge.
We want ideas of what challenges also you'd like to see us do.
Yeah.
Yes, inbox the page.
We could eat chocolate grasshoppers. We could
Ooh.
eat the
I
world's
eat those
spiciest
anyways.
chocolate.
I hate those anyways.
See
See you later, Aaron. Thanks for checking it
Thanks
out.
for coming, Aaron.
Kinda-
Bye.
I have a feeling we're going to be screwed in this whole thing.
Let me just donate some money.
It's not going to involve shaving our heads because Steve and I don't have much.
No, I'm bummed.
I'm like really gaggy. I can't do the whole eating stuff.
You're letting out
I
way
feel
too much
bad for you.
information.
I said eating stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not how you let in, though. It's all
You're
how
not
you
supposed
lead
to
in.
bite, Matt.
Oh, don't bite
Jesus
that.
Christmas.
It's that 1 hour. It's that hour and a half mark.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. I've had 2 Moscow mules, and I'm like good over here. Everybody else getting all freaky.
Yeah, don't come at me.
But we're going to
Yeah,
figure out.
Cam,
we're
we're
gonna-
on. Oh,
Oh, really,
We're gonna
Kelsey?
figure all
Okay.
this out. We're gonna figure all this out on our guys, and once we decide the date to start Matt's contest,
My
The
thing
goal-
will be that Facebook donate button. I'll make the page. I'll post it on all these pages. I'll have it done either tonight or tomorrow, and we'll start the timer.
Just a word to the wise.
We gotta link it to one page. We don't want all.
Well, it'll
five
be
of
me
us.
personally creating it, and then I can share it on this page, my page, Dead Republic,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
The
We'll
thing
make
with
sure-
the Facebook donate, just so you guys know, because I just set up that fundraiser for Homestead, it requires you to put in an actual bank account with like a routing number and a checking
Fine.
account number.
They already have
Which-
all that for me, anyways.
well,
it's got
no,
to
if
be
it's going to
something that.
Homestead, we need to send it.
Right.
Well, I mean, the money would come to me, and I just give it to Steve.
You can just
Right.
PayPal it.
That-
we gotta
that's
make
what I
sure
was gonna do.
We also got to make sure that when we do the challenge for all 5 of us, that it's still going into your account. It's got to. It's
Yeah,
gotta
we'll
be
we'll
one
set it up.
thing.
We can set it
That's
up.
why I. That's
We're
why
over-
I wanted
we're
to do,
overthinking.
that's why I wanted to do PayPal, GoFundMe.
We'll
Kind
figure
of
out the logistics. We'll
We'll
get it
get
all
it
set
to
up,
it.
and then we'll launch it.
Amanda,
Once
go
Matt's ready,
away
we're ready
with
to
that
go.
bad idea. I'm not shaving my eyebrows.
Goodbye.
I will not
No
allow
way.
any female to
I
shave
told
their
Amanda
eyebrows.
on my
We'll have
side.
to shave, and listen, the head shave and the eyebrow shave will have to happen at the Savannah Paracon. Live.
I am not
No,
shaving my
no, it
eyebrows.
won't. No, not my
No.
first big event.
Not
Okay,
shaving my eyebrows.
somebody
The
on
only,
there
the only
said
issue
use
with a PayPal
PayPal.
or Venmo, though, there's no way to have a bar that tracks like we've reached this much money. That's the only problem with it.
I'll tell you what, Amanda. The only way I will shave my facial hair completely is if Wilson Castle gets a new roof. That's not going to happen anytime.
It's not even that big of a threat to shave your head, though.
That's really not. I literally, honestly,
I shave my whole goddamn body if they got a new roof.
Ooh.
I shaved my head today because of what I went through. It was my own cleansing experience. I did it for myself.
All right, I will do a PayPal link. I'll see if there's some sort of donate button, and we'll figure it out from there. I have PayPal, obviously, so I'll just screenshot what's in there as it goes. I'm not even worried. It's going to hit $500 in like 10 minutes,
Gone.
and then I'm just
We're
going to start
We'll
practicing
figure
the peanut
it
butter
out.
rub.
But the whole goal is every month we're going to choose a location to raise money for and rebuild these locations. It could be Monroe House. It could be Wilson Castle. It could be Ohio State Reformatory. It could be any location that we choose randomly per month we're raising money for.
Yeah, so if you guys have challenge suggestions, inbox us on our page.
Let us know. And
If you have any locations that you know of that need a little boost, that need
PayPal
something
has a
done,
donate button. It's all gravy. I'll have this set up in a little bit.
I'll
Boom.
tell you what, you can send me a box of dicks that says eat dicks, and I will eat it live. I will eat the whole bag live.
and Kenna's ready to
For
shave
my
her eyebrows, so we're good.
Kenna's like, dude, this is getting too.
I try to draw my eyebrows on, and they look hideous. If you take away what little bit of eyebrows I do have, I'm gonna look like an ostrich.
So what we got 2 weeks from now, we're back.
2 weeks from now. Yeah, what's the date on that?
I
August
have a
something?
feeling we'll still be back next week.
Man, I already have a mustache, and nobody's paying me for that.
August 5th. August 5th is our
August 5th.
Tasha, you send me a bag of jelly dicks. I will eat them live, but you still have to donate like $50.
Shiona didn't show up tonight. That's pretty uncouth.
My Shiona.
All right. I got to bounce, guys.
I do too, because I got to pee and make a fundraiser button and get ready for the peanut butter.
We'll catch everybody in
kids
2
gotta go to
weeks,
bed.
August 5th. We'll check in on Matt's fundraiser and see where we were at with that. And if he's
The
covered.
human fluffernutter coming up.
All right, guys.
Bye, guys.
Love
Catch
you
y'all
guys.
Bye.
Good night.
Peace out.
Oh God, you guys are all out before I can remove myself.